In this video, I'm going to solve some 4 questions, which is based on finding the sum of n terms and based on the concept of geometrical progression. In each of them, we have to find the sum up to n terms of this. So let's begin with the first question. So in the first question, we have to find the sum of n terms of this sequence. As you can observe here, this is neither an EP nor a geometrical progression. So let me take this sum Sn as what we have to get is 8 plus 88 plus 888 and so on up to n terms. Now, first thing that we will do here is to take 8 as common. So if I take 8 as common, what we are going to get here is 1 plus 11 plus 111 and so on up to n terms. In the next part, I'm going to divide this expression or this sequence with 9. So if I do so, multiplying by 9 and dividing by 9. So first I divided here and I'm multiplying by 9. As I said, multiplying and dividing by 9. So when multiplied by 9, the numerator, which is this, should change as what? 9 plus 99 plus 999, so on up to n terms. Next, what we will do here is to alter these numbers. That is, I can write 9 as what? I can write this as 10 minus 1. I can write 99 as what? 100 minus 1. Similarly, I can write this as 1000 minus 1 and so on up to n terms. In the next part, we'll keep this as it is 8 over 9 and check here. If I take out these numbers, like I can say this is 10, then 100 and 1000, so on, right? So I can write, I'm writing them separately. That is 10 plus 100. 100 I can write as 10 square. Similarly, I can write 1000 as 10 cube up to n terms. And what you can figure out that here minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 is up to n times. So what you know that if you add minus 1, say 4 times, you get minus 4. So similarly, adding minus 1 n number of times, it should be what? Minus n. So I'll get this as minus 10. Now you can figure out that we got a GP here, and the GP is what? That I've written with the blue ink. So let's begin with solving with the next part. This is going to be 8 by 9 only. Check here, this is a GP, right? So GP where A, which is the first term 10, R, which is the common difference. What's the common difference here? That is 10 again, right? And N is N, so we'll be finding Sn. And you going to use the formula A, R raised to the power N minus 1 over R minus 1. So in the next step, we'll be writing Sn as what? This is 8 over 9. And as I said, we are going to apply GP here, which is Sn as A. And what is A here? A is 10. As you can see, first term is 10. Bracket R. R is what? R is 10 here. So that is 10 raised to the power N minus 1 over R minus 1. That is 10 minus 1. And we have minus N over here. We can simplify it further. I can continue to write Sn as what? Sn is equal to 8 over 9. And inside we have what? 10. This is inside it is 10 into 10 raised to the power n minus 1 over 9. And if I take LCM, or what we can do here, we can open the bracket. That's another way we can solve it. So if I open this outside bracket here, this 8 by 9 is going to be multiplied. So with multiplying with this, I'm going to get 80, right? This is 80 over 9 into 9 is what? 81 times 10 raised to the power n minus 1. And when this multiplied by this is going to be 8n over 9. So we can declare the answer to be here. This should be our final answer. Let's move to the next question now. Now I skipped question number 3. It was very similar size to the first two. So now I'm doing the fourth in the order which I introduced. Now this time we are going to find the sum of this, just like the previous two questions. Here also we'll be writing this as 0.6 plus Sn as 0.6 plus 0.66 plus 0.666 and so on. We'll be writing up to n terms. Now what I can do here, I can take 6 as common, right? So I'll take 6 common. This way what we are going to get inside as 0.1 plus 0.11 plus 0.111, so on up to n terms. Now in the next step, we'll be multiplying and dividing by 9. So outside, let's say I first divide it by 9 and I'm going to multiply by 9. This multiplied by 9 is what? 0.9 plus 0.99 plus 0.999, so on, and that up to n terms. Lastly, we are going to split the numbers inside. So Sn is equal to this. I can reduce as 2 by 3. And I can write what? 0.9 as what? I can write 0.9 as 1 minus 0.1, right? And let's understand this. If I split this 0.11, I can write this as what? 1 minus 0.0, 0.1, 0. What? 0.1, right? This is 0.1 and this will be 0.01. Same way, what I can write this 9999 as, I can write this as 1 minus 0.001 and so on, and that is up to n terms. Okay, so this is Sn is equal to 2 over 3. Check here, we have this 1 here, right? This 1 is being added how many times? N number of times. So I can see this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 dot 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 up to n terms. And then we have plus 0.1 plus 0.01 plus 0.001, and that goes up to n terms. Now if I try accommodating one more step here, this is 2 over 3 bracket 1 is being added to n number of times will give you what? N only. And then we have plus, as I can see that this part is a GP. Now let's figure out what is A here from this. So we can see A, which is 0.1. And what is R here? R is what? This divided by this. So this is 0.1, but let me show you that is the second term divided by the first term, like this. I can put an additional 0 and remove this, and that I'm getting 1 by 10, which is same as 0.1 only. You may write this as 1 by 10, right? That's better if you write this as 1 by 10, A and R as 1 by 10. So A is 1 by 10 and R is also 1 by 10 only, right? This is 1 by 10, right? Now, I'm going to apply the formula of S, and now we have to justify which one. As you can see here that here R is less than 1. In that case, the formula is not this, right? We'll be applying the other formula. That means this one is what I'm going to apply. So to get Sn, right, to get Sn, I'll do it below. We have this 2 by 3 outside. Okay, I think I have a space below. I can do it over there. All right. So the sum of these Sn, right? So what is the formula for getting Sn? It's what? A is what? 1 by 10 bracket 1 minus R. And what is R? 1 by 10 raised to the power n and over 1 minus r. So this is what I'm solving this part only. So you may do it. I have a sort of space, so I'll do it here. Now taking LCM here, I'll get what? 10 raised to the power n. This is 10 raised to the power n minus 1. That divided by this is what? 1 minus 1 by 10 is 9 by 10. All right. So now for further simplification, what I can do is to open this bracket, or let's solve it one more step. This is 1 over 10 divided by a number is same as multiplying with the reciprocal. So I can write this as 10 over 9 and bracket this whole thing inside. That is 10 raised to the power n minus 1 over 10 raised to the power n. If I simplify it further, what you can figure out that this get cancelled. So we are left with, for the sum which we calculated over there, we are left with this number, that is 1 over 9 bracket 10 raised to the power n minus 1 over 10 raised to the power n. So you may leave the answer here, or at the most you can open this bracket. If you open this bracket, it's going to be 2n minus over 3 plus, on multiplying we'll get 2 ones are 2 over 9 into 3, 27. And this is, well, I made a mistake or what? No, that's fine. This is 10 raised to the power n only, right? Okay. This is 10 raised to the power n minus 1 over 10 raised to the power n.